we're going to take a closer look at the prize pack for the Gel Ball Blaster Master YouTube contest for November-December 2024. So obviously it's been pretty obvious the two blasters you're going to get are this Emerboo MK8 V2 gearbox, fully upgraded, about 250 FPS right there. Very futuristic look to it. I've shown that before. There's a demo for that as well. And I'll make sure to kind of republish that when I do the contest so that you guys can watch that and learn about that blaster. Then you're going to get this Lahui TPERS, which again was by Emerboo, but heavily customized. Added a handguard option, and the handguard is interchangeable. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Added a buffer tube, and of course you can put any type of buffer tube stock on there. So those are the two blasters, right? Now, this Lahui, the way I modified it, the way I customized it, is now you can put Gen 8 M4A1 handguards because I had a bunch of them and I wanted to find something to do with them that was cool. So these all just fit on there the same way they would. Now you'll notice I did do like a much wider outer barrel on the inside just because I want to make sure there's plenty of clearance for the gel balls. So they are customized a little bit more than just a standard Gen 8, but the connector is the same. So you're going to get a bunch of these, right? So here's one that I put together specifically for this. Now this suppressor just fits on here, pressure fits on here nice and tight. And there's a couple different options that you can use for that as well. Some of these fake suppressors actually have a little grub screw here, and then there'll just be grub screws included so that you can screw that down. All right. So those are some of the different options for the suppressors. I mean, even got a bunch more. Just went with the red tape on these because I painted them out silver. I was trying to use up some silver paint, and they're just kind of bonus extra ones. For the other handguards, lots of options here. We got this, we got this, we got a couple different big silver ones, right? And then this one was actually an M249. That's where these pieces came from. Customized them, put a little bezel on them, and that's how that one turned out. So lots of options when it comes to your handguards for the Lahui TPERS. Now, since I put a buffer tube on there, you can go ahead and use any stocks that, a buffer tube fits on. And some of the extra ones I included were a little custom one like this and this, right? So you got a couple little ones if you want to go that route, kind of the standard rifle style, right? And then I even put together this one because, again, I had it kind of set up. So this would be like a folding stock. And this will still work on here. You just would remove that. All right, so now these, since they are buffer tube, you can go ahead and use them on either blaster, right? And again, they typically just have little heat inserts, and you just like you see here, you just use something like this to tighten them down. So that's what we have for the Lahui. And then some other accessories, just some, like some little fake PEQs that I put together. These were battery boxes in the past. I used them as battery boxes prior to 11.1 volts coming out kind of in standard sizes in the US. And then this was just something cool I put together where you've got a laser and a flashlight, and then you got just little pressure switches here. So that's just something extra I thought I'd throw in as a bonus. Of course, you're going to get gel balls, lots of gel beads and gel balls for that as well. Now, when it comes to the MK8, obviously you got that futuristic look right there. You do have the ability to switch to a different kind of, again, this is just a pressure fit. This one actually has a little screw on the bottom. That pops off. This one will just fit on with pressure. So you've got that option there, plus the accessories you see on it. And then if you want to switch it up, you can go to this orange kind of Punisher style is what I went with here. So this has a threaded tip, but there's a little grub screw here, and that just holds this straight, right? Because you've got this skull, and if you just turned it tight, it would be all crooked. So if you unscrew that and you then counterclockwise take this off, you do have a threaded tip here, so you could put any 14 millimeter counterclockwise blaster. I'm going to go ahead and include the additional inner barrel just because why not, right? You got your canted riser. Here's the canted one for the back. There's the matching sight in there as well. If you want to flip out the receiver, you can flip out the upper receiver. Again, this one's been pretty customized with the skulls, right? So we got that there if you want to go that route. Or you can just go ahead and slip out the handguard if it's a little easier, where all you're going to do is you'd remove screws here, you just slide things off, and then you could take the handguard off and put this one on. Different stock too, right? Kind of a Punisher, you know, put the skulls on there. And then lots of accessories here, right? From, you know, this that lights up. You've got your, you know, light up right there. Of course, the EOTech kind of style. Flashlight with the skull. This is kind of funny. It's got the skull and then some red LEDs. And then you've got your riser here. So lots of different cool options to go ahead and mix it up. Of course, you got your safety glasses, gel beads. You know, we've got a couple 100,000 gel beads, some hardened gel beads. That's what the white ones are. So those will work best in the MK8. But you might find that some of the colored gels work okay too. So that's a little closer look at everything that you're going to get. Again, this is the prize pack for the Gel Ball Blaster Master YouTube contest for November, December 2024. Maybe I'll end up adding some more to it. I'm not sure. It's just going to depend how big a box I find and how much room I have in there. So comments, questions, post them below. Of course, make sure you use the SOCIALMAN link. Make sure you watch the video that tells you how to participate in the rules of the contest. Good luck to all of you. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and share my channel with your friends.